I'm just gonna be straight up. Sweepstakes are not talked about enough. And I'm talking about the old sweepstakes, like from the 2000s. Not the ones going on right now. Honestly, right now, in the market, there's a huge lack of fun sweepstakes. I'm gonna be honest, but that's a discussion for a different day. So we're just gonna be going through a few old sweepstakes that I remember personally entering as a child. Yeah, sure, I didn't win a single one, but it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Yeah, probably the sweepstakes that meant the most to me as a child. Well, that's debatable. The sweepstakes that had the biggest impact on me as a child could easily be pinned to the Go-Gurt Flip video contests, where you had to slurp your tube dry, you had to suck it thin, you had to... Ooh! Alright, sorry about that. You had to basically finish your Go-Gurt, and the tube would tell you inside the Go-Gurt if you want to flip video camera or not. This was actually my first exposure to flip video cameras, and it's actually the first camera I got, and the first camera I've ever made YouTube videos on. Of course, I didn't win one, but it got me to purchase one, which is probably exactly what they wanted. God damn it. I also think this contest is funny because the flip camera isn't really made for making stop-motion films, but the advertisement for this camera shows them creating stop motion film with it, which just, it's not what it's made for. It can't even take pictures. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing. I'm upset. Even more notably, Go-Gurt used to run this contest with Nintendo, where if you sucked on enough Go-Gurts, you could possibly win a Game Boy Advance SP. And let me be the first one to tell you, this worked on me. I was sucking Go-Gurts breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day and night. I was sucking them till they were flat. I definitely do find it kind of strange that the commercial shows the kids throwing up their Game Boys as if the Go-Gurt company was hiding them in their Go-Gurts. I know it's not possible. I know they're too big, but that's a choking hazard. Kids should not be putting Game Boys in their mouths. I saw that on the commercial. I'm thinking, let me shove a Game Boy in my mouth. Maybe I'll get a second one coming out. It's not good. And obviously, speaking of yogurt, who the hell could forget the Danimals Meet Dylan and Cole Sprouse contest? Not me. I still dream about it to this very day. I just constantly remember Dylan and Cole Sprouse having Danimals tie-ins, and any contest that involved meeting the sweet life, woo, that got me going real hard. Even though, in my opinion, the Go-Gurt contests were a little bit better, but it's fine. Now, definitely besides for Go-Gurt, the contests that stuck with me the most were the contests on Nickelodeon, the TV channel. I mean, do I have to say any more? They had a strange contest where you could enter to win to be the chief of the Nickelodeon studio for a day. What? Come on, chief? Really? Let's be real. Don't kid yourself. No one was becoming the chief of Nickelodeon Studios even for a day. If that was me, I'd be making crazy changes that couldn't be undone. So no, they're not giving anyone that kind of power. I also remember Nickelodeon very vividly having these contests where you'd have to be the 100th caller and you'd win Kids' Choice Awards tickets. I cannot find a single piece of footage or photography documenting this contest, but I remember it because I tried doing it every year. Never won. Never won, not once. They also had a contest where you could run through Toys R Us and really pick out any toy you want as long as you did it within a time limit. That's very vintage now that Toys R Us has been, killed. Nickelodeon even had a couple of school contests. One was Take Over Your School, where they would come and basically just fuck your school up for a day. It seems pretty cool. And they also had to Take Your School on Vacation, and you would basically take a field trip to Nickelodeon's hotel in Florida, which is funny because speaking of vintage, that doesn't exist anymore either. I definitely remember Nickelodeon always having these very cool and out there contests, where as a child, if you looked at that prize on camera on the screen and you were like, damn, I want to win that. That could be me fucking around with Chuck E. Cheese. I get it. And all those contests really drew me in as a kid, and they even stuck with me till today. So, good job, Nickelodeon. Who could forget the Monopoly McDonald's sweepstakes? I can't forget it. I can't. No matter what I do, I can't. Almost everyone knows this one. Every McDonald's purchase came with a few Monopoly pieces you'd peel off. You could win a few instant prizes, but if you collect some good properties that went together, you could win $1 million. $1 million. You heard that, $1 million. Now, I swear up and down, left and right, all around, that me and my brother and I, we had the winning pieces for the $1 million. He had Boardwalk, I had Park Place. We went to find the pieces. Once we found out we had the pieces each other needed, gone. Gone. They were nowhere to be found. I swear to this day, my mother threw it out. She owes me $1 million. She owes me $1 million. $1 million. I swear we had those pieces. I swear. I was in middle school at the time, and I remember we would have McDonald's day at lunch, and I'd be going through the damn trash trying to find these pieces. I would be digging through the trash like a sleazy raccoon. Oh my God. Oh, when all is said and done, I don't think it's the specific sweepstakes that stuck with me. The nostalgia factor really comes from where I was in life during these sweepstakes, what I did to try to win them, the memories I have linked to them. I entered these sweepstakes with family and friends who I don't even see anymore, who I haven't talked to in years and years and years. And thinking about these sweepstakes just brings me back to a simpler time when life was easy, when things were different, when my biggest problem was not winning the call-in tickets for Kids' Choice Awards on Nickelodeon. And that's the real point in this video. To stroll down memory lane and remember days of past. Remember life when it was different, when speed was a little bit slower, when things were a little bit easier. And if anyone's watching this, I want you to see where you are in life right now. Take a breath, take a pause, and soak it in. So let me know down below if you have any sweepstakes or contests that have a strong mental link to you that you will never forget for as long as you're alive. This has been Stackocity, and it feels very good to be back. I'll see you all in the next one.